Your phone buzzes. You don't check it, not because you're busy, because the room is quiet, and the quiet feels right. You're not hiding, you're not sad, you're not waiting for anything, you're just here, and here is enough. Most people would find this unsettling. Society has spent years building a case against stillness, filling every gap with noise, content, and the constant pressure to be somewhere with someone doing something. If you're alone on a Friday night, the assumption is that something went wrong. But for a specific group of people, being alone isn't a failure state. It's the default setting for feeling fully alive. And the science behind this is more interesting than most people realize. When certain minds enter solitude, the brain doesn't go quiet. It activates. Neuroscientists call this the default mode network, a system that lights up not during social interaction, but during reflection, imagination, and deep inner processing. It's the brain doing its most complex work, connecting ideas, building meaning, reviewing experience. For people who thrive in solitude, this network isn't just active, it's dominant. It's where they actually live. This isn't introversion in the casual sense of the word. It's a fundamentally different relationship with stimulation. Research on sensory processing shows that some nervous systems reach their optimal state with far less external input than others, not because they're wired incorrectly, because their signal-to-noise ratio works differently. In a crowd, the noise overwhelms the signal. In silence, the signal finally comes through. Here's what that actually feels like from the inside. Ideas arrive without being chased. Emotions settle without being analyzed out loud. A problem that felt unsolvable at noon resolves itself by evening without a single conversation. The brain, left alone with itself, turns out to be surprisingly good company. But here's where it gets complicated. People who recharge in solitude often spend years believing something is wrong with them. They force attendance at gatherings that drain them. They perform enthusiasm for social rituals that feel hollow. They mistake their own clarity for coldness and their need for quiet for antisocial behavior. The psychological cost of this performance is real. Studies on emotional regulation show that sustained self-suppression produces measurable stress and reduces cognitive function over time. The reframe isn't that solitude is better than connection. It's that solitude, for the right kind of mind, is itself a form of connection, with thought, with creativity, with the version of yourself that only emerges when the noise finally stops. You're not broken for needing quiet. You're not missing out. You're just running a different operating system, and it runs best without interruption.